Everyone says squats are the king of exercises, but most people don't realize their squats are quietly destroying their movement, actually limiting the range of their lower back and hips and hamstringing the powerful agility that they could have. And imagine, instead of tight hips and hamstrings holding you back, they were actually your secret weapon. And you're able to sprint, run, jump, vault, roll, and even flip with a powerful integrated body and movement mastery. First, you think you're building strength, but you might be reinforcing stiffness. I squatted for years, building up to well over double body weight squat. But there's something I valued more: the ability to move with power, omnidirectionally. And that's the first point. Training straight, one-dimensional lines is not what the body is ultimately designed for. It is designed to move at all angles. For example, to kick. This is one of the most overlooked and underrated forms of leg training, and actually full body training, including your cardio. But most people do not have the hip, glute, quad, or hamstring strength or mobility to kick. They've been neglecting it for years, and their mobility and flexibility are so wrecked from years of heavy one-dimensional squats at the one end of the spectrum, or not even training at all at the other end of the spectrum. But kicking is what demonstrates true bamboo-like strength and whip-like power. It generates thousands of pounds of force in swings, snap kicks, and thrust kicks. And kicking progresses to all sorts of advanced movement, like all your jumps and twists and flips, because strength and flexibility without the ability to move powerfully is vanity. But kicking is just one of the examples that separates basic working out from training in a comprehensive way that gives you total body mastery. Another example is deep compression strength. At the most basic level, and in simple terms, this is your ability to get low to the ground and then get back up, even without the use of the hands in some cases. This is also an indicator of longevity and lifespan. That is, a person's ability to sit down on the floor and stand up again without an aid indicates how long they will live. In athletics, it's your ability to do a pop-up in surfing, or quickly change levels in grappling or wrestling, or low stances as seen in martial arts like the horse stance, bow stance, snake stance, and twist stance, or landing big jumps. In reality, and we see this a lot in thousands of applications for training, people are handicapping themselves with the workout routines they're choosing to do DIY, or the Franken fitness that people are cobbling together, or the fitness industrial complex peddling prescriptions and PRs of more max lifts. If you want to build a 900-pound squat, then by all means, keep going, especially if you have fun doing it, because that's the heart of the matter anyway, enjoying life and having fun. And also, don't mistake videos for instruction, mine or otherwise. I've got to say that, but get into proper coaching with positive community like the pilots, surgeons, CEOs, entrepreneurs, attorneys, accountants, engineers, and more students like you in the Pacific Rim Athletics universe. Another example is active hip flexion. This is where the knees are pulled into the chest through the strength of the hip flexors and core, such as seen in vaults. And vaulting is simply your ability to propel yourself up and over an obstacle, be it physically or mentally, which is a whole different topic. And want to hear something crazy? Everybody vaults every day. At its most basic level, it's getting into your car, one hand on the door, one leg in at a time. This is almost exactly the same as a speed safety vault like we do in free run level 1 of our Powerbatics training. You vault getting over a fence or a railing, or jumping down out of the bed of a truck, or boosting yourself up onto a ledge while hiking, or in Spartan races like our students and team athletes do. It's just the level to which you're able to vault and move your body with agility, coordination, speed, and power. These are things that squats do not teach, and in many cases actually further inhibit because of chronic tightness, eventual knee problems, and lower back pain from the very exercise that's supposed to be strengthening the individual. Now, to be fair, they have their place, and this video is not to rip on squats. I even prescribe them at times for certain students in certain cases. However, they are only a very small piece of the puzzle of body mastery in building strength, skill, and sustainability so that you have athletic longevity. And I promise you that if you start incorporating kicks, deep compression mobility, and active hip flexion into your training in everyday life, you'll build more combined strength and flexibility that will ultimately lead to greater and greater power in your overall movement. So don't obsess over just one exercise. Sure, everything has value, but it's doing the right things at the right times, in the right ways, and for the right purposes that matter. And really, what matters the most is enjoying your training and having fun with the people that you train with. Remember that, and you'll make more progress in the next 2 months than the last 2 years. And you can opt in and get training sent to your inbox along with info about upcoming cash prize competitions, retreats, and gatherings, and have the opportunity to apply for training. See you in the next video and in training soon.